What is going on, you guys? It's that time again for another PSA DNA group submission reveal. This would be our September full service, September 2020 full service submission. And we got it in, what would that be? We'll say February 26, 2021. So, yes, it's a long wait, but in relation to what other people are getting their stuff back, not that bad at all, actually. At least in my opinion. So we'll go ahead and go through the ones that failed authentication. It always cracks me up when I do these PSA DNA reveals because people get so upset when I don't show which failed, which I've never understood for the life of me. Because as a lifelong collector, I personally don't care what failed. I just want to know what passed. We'll go ahead and get into this. I've already tried to adjust the air, or not the air, the light so many times, and the glare is just terrible no matter where we go, so I apologize for that in advance. Manny Machado. Actually, that was a Machado Dylan Bundy duel. This one didn't fail authentication. They just wouldn't slab it, and you notice they put the no holder sticker on it. And so what this was basically is, I think this is like a 1989 Topps, I believe, All-Star card, and then the front's a blank front. So I kind of thought they would not authenticate that. But sometimes you just have to roll the dice and see what happens. And all of these are the N4s. Could not pass authentication. You'll have to excuse me if I'm a little weird with the old words this morning. I just woke up about 15 minutes ago and I had to get this video in before all my little ones woke up for the day, and it's super loud in the background. And some of these, I just have no clue what they saw. And then what's funny is, I always try to tell people when they submit their autographs to us, if I feel something's off, if I feel something's, not going to pass or whatever, I always feel like it's my right, providing the service, that if I feel something's off, I'll tell them. And so some of these I don't notice, like this Ernie Banks, like it looks funny to me now, where before I got their opinion, I wasn't necessarily saying the same tune. Reggie White. See, the Tiger doesn't look too bad, but this is the one, and I know the guy that sent this in is going to be livid. And before you jump to any kind of conclusion saying, "Oh, yep, that's fake," I would beg to differ. Let me see if I can. Excuse me while I whip this thing out. So here's his card out of the One Touch, or excuse me, out of the Card Saver 1. So you see that down at the bottom left? That's a Major League Baseball authentication sticker. Meaning he signed this in front of their representatives, and that signature, I mean, I would have lost $1,000 if I was going to bet that card was going to come back in for questionable authenticity. Here, I just put it in. This is how I get the cards, facing this way with all the labels. So, man, just awful, 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 man. Actually, you know what? To the and I don't know who submitted this right now off the top of my head, but for you, if this is your card, resubmit it, and I'll pay for it myself. I really don't think that's okay. So do that. You'll have to remind me. My memory's just awful. But yeah, I'll do that for you. It's terrible. So we'll get into it. There's a whole lot of slabs here. I may not do a whole lot of talking because, and I'm kind of a one-man show right now. Tiffany's upstairs asleep. So let's just get to it. Might talk about some random cards here and there. Man, I was never able to jump on the Aaron Judge train when he was signing his fan mail. And I mean, I guess he does it every year as far as signing baseballs or 8x10 photos. But man, I was just never lucky enough to get it. And look, here's a Mike Trout with the same sticker. The only sticker authentications in the business that I ever heard being forged was JSA. I heard a little bit of Beckett years and years ago, nothing lately. But definitely never heard anything about Major League Baseball's COAs being, let's see, yep, there it is again, being forged. Man, that is one crazy. I'm looking at these for the first time, just like you guys are. That is one wild signature. That is not the Juan Soto signature I'm kind of used to seeing nowadays. Holy smokes! Oh man, there's some big dollar cards in here. Beautiful. Love Clayton Kershaw. I think he's a class act. Really don't. I've never met a collector that was like, you know what? I can't stand Clayton Kershaw. He just seems like such a nice dude. And arguably one of the best pitchers of all time. This was a submission that PSA started doing upcharges, and this was one of the handful of cards that got upcharged right here, the Julius Erving rookie card. But if this was my card, I don't mind paying a extra 20, 30, 40 bucks, whatever it was. Well worth it. Holy smokes. Beautiful Johnny Bench, second year. And whenever I go through these submissions, like I said earlier, I kind of watch these the same exact time that I'm filming it as I'm seeing them for the first time, and it always just gives me the itch to stop the video and start TTMing again. Like, I mean, I'm an active TTMer, but pump those letters out more. Like Steve Carlton, you know what I mean? He signs through his foundation for 40 bucks. Nolan Ryan, another one. Here's his, what is his second year, I believe? Yeah, second year. The darling of the Project 2020 last year. Yeah, see, I know a couple of guys last year that got Roger Staubach on this card, the 72 Topps via TTM. It was like so freaking risky. A couple $100 cards. He doesn't, his frequency of signing is too infrequent for me to risk sending a rookie. But you only live once. How about this new Hall of Famer, class of 2021, Drew Pearson? So happy for him to finally get in. And I can't ever see the 620 here without thinking of my buddy Eric, those back pages. Oh my Lord. We're going to be together for quite a bit today, folks, because we have a long ways to go. That Nolan Ryan rookie, beautiful. You know, when it comes to those rookies like that, the Johnny Bench rookie's kind of the same. The Steve Carlton's the same, where it's them and a way lesser known player, like not Hall of Famer, possibly never was an All-Star. You know, what's your thoughts on getting both of those signed? I know someone like Mike, Baseball Collector, he and I talked months ago, and he prefers, you know, it just to be signed by the Hall of Famer, not by the other guy, like Jerry Koosman in that example. But other people want both of them signed. Me personally, I think I'm kind of a I want both signed type of guy. Oh man, that's nice. Orlando Cepeda, rookie. Beautiful. Kirby Puckett. And when we sent the submission out, this particular card wasn't as big of a card as it is now. Since then, Mr. Necro has passed away. Is that Joe Medwick? Man, wow, there's some big boy cards in here. Big boy autographs. You'll have to excuse me when y'all hear me clearing my throat. What was that, 3 months ago or so? My wife and I had COVID, really bad. We ended up in the hospital there just for a little stint. I'm not trying to make it more than what it was, but it was bad enough that we had to go in the hospital. And it was really, really tough. But since then, I get these random frogs in my throat, if you will, where I have to clear my throat. And that's literally the only side effect I still have here, almost 4 months later. Oh, how about this? The 1986 set. Iconic. You can actually say that word when it comes to that set. Iconic. Whitey Herzog rookie. This Miguel Levo rookie. There's JT, Triple Crown 24's boy, Matt Stafford, who recently got traded. I know he was pretty distraught over that. Man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Love the inscriptions. My gosh. Well, that we are literally 1/4% done. Oh man. Let's go. More 86. This is really the first submission that we actually seen an uptick in signed basketball, which, you know, I'll never know as far as what a submission, like what these cards sell for when they leave and what they would sell for when they come back. But seeing how the market has been since September, can't help but to think these cards would have quadrupled in some cases, if not more. Ruben Sierra rookie. Loved it. Watching his batting stance, I think, was so cool. Awesome card. Ooh, this is a beaut right here, man. This 2009 Topps Chrome Refractor, Peyton Manning. Ooh, Doctor. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Robin Roberts. So as I film this, it is the last day of February 2021. I will put a link down below to our Facebook group that we do all of these group submissions through. This particular service in our group, we call it the full service submission. It just means that they're authenticating that the card is real. It's not a reprint, and that the autograph is real. In the basic service, they're just authenticating just the signature, and instead of saying what it is up here, like this one is 2014 Bowman, it would just say trading card. But where I was going with that is in March, here in literally 24 hours, we're going to be doing another one of these submissions, full service submission. So if you're wanting to get some of your stuff slabbed up and authenticated, I'll tell you it's not quick. It is not quick, but my wife Tiffany and I try to make it as painless as possible. So if you want, give us a whirl, and if not, well, that's just fine too. Is that a little Mookie Betts rookie? No big deal, just Mookie Betts. Ooh, man. Eloy Jimenez rookie. George Kittle is another guy that was kind of like the Aaron Judge story that I told earlier, that for the life of me I cannot seem to get a TTM success from George Kittle. Tried multiple times, just haven't had any success. Then I see dudes that have been able to get them 3, 4, 5, 6 times. How's this, man? Oh, 1966 Topps Roger Maris. Oh, yeah, that's... Seeing cards like that is what makes doing these. It's one of actually many reasons why these are just so pleasurable to go through and hold in person. They're not my cards, but it's just so cool, man. Little RVD. Mini Manuso. It's hard to see that red signature up here. Stan the Man. That's another one. It's tough to see is the autograph. It's going across right there in pen. Jim Bunning. Bob Uecker. A couple years ago, I was going through a TTM project, which I like to do from time to time to keep things fun and interesting. And you've been doing TTMs as long as I had, you kind of get bored, and you have to come up with new projects every now and then to keep things fresh. And I came up with this project, and I called it In the Booth, the In the Booth project. And basically, I was submitting TTMs. Most of the time, it was baseballs, Major League official baseballs, to Ford Frick winners. And that's, I mean, it's like they get inducted to the Hall of Fame, but it's not really like the true Hall of Fame, I guess you could say. It's a very, very prestigious honor for the announcers. They award one winner a year. But anyways, I got Mr. Euchre way back then on a baseball. And I even went, during that project, whenever I was sending a ball out, I would even go as far as listening to them do play-by-play. Because at the time, I want to say there was 5 or 6 Ford Frick winners that were still announcing games. And I remember doing it, and I did it during the baseball season. And I was listening to Brewers games for a couple of days just to hear Mr. Euchre do play-by-play. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, that's why they got the award. You know, that's really the only reason they got the award, is because their ability to call a game and how they call it. And most of their voices are very iconic, especially to that franchise. I would say Mr. Euchre was not the exception to that role. He was very cool. So when I was a kid growing up in Houston, we had a guy by the name of Milo Hamilton, and whenever, I would say like 96 to 99, right before I joined the Navy, if I couldn't make it to a home game, I was listening to him on the radio, and I was definitely listening to all the away games. And I just love hearing Milo Hamilton call a game. And he was a Ford Frick winner from years ago. But just kind of a tip for you, or maybe an idea for you if you're getting bored TTMing and you're looking for something fresh. Maybe try that. There's still a lot of the Ford Frick winners that I sent to. I mean, this project was 10 years ago. Have since passed on or passed away. But there's still, like, I think 4 or 5 right now in Major League Baseball that are Ford Frick winners and that are still calling plays. One that kind of comes to my mind is for the Chicago White Sox, Ken, that's nice, Earl Thomas, rookie refractor. Ken, I believe it's Harrelson, Hawk Harrelson. Probably misspeaking his last name, but he's a good TTMer, Ford Frick winner. So you can take that pointer if you want. Kyle Lewis. Another thing I will say that I've definitely noticed that the COVID or pandemic has affected is the amount of prospect autographs that came through. And years past, you know, we'd have a ton of like Wander Franco's, Luis Robert, you know, Eloy Jimenez, so on and so forth. The list would go on, but with there being no Major League Baseball, or excuse me, no minor league baseball, and them supposedly not allowing autograph seekers to get autographs like outside the stadiums and such, definitely noticed a decrease in that. But a huge increase in signed rookie cards, which I absolutely love to see. Bobby Witt Jr. This one here could be a a keeper one day if he lives up to his hype. This Frank Thomas, this 90 Leaf, I tried to buy one, shoot, I don't know, 4 days ago, 5 days ago. Holy smokes, man, those things really took off and I had no clue. The last time I looked at that card, you could have bought them all day and night for $5 a piece. And I'm talking, this wasn't very long ago. I'm not talking 3-4 years ago or nothing. I'm talking maybe 2 years ago. Holy smokes, let's just say that's not the case anymore. How's that? Oh, 1998 Topps Peyton Manning rookie. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Beautiful. We have about 5 more stacks to go, and then that'll be a wrap. And then I get to do my least favorite part of any submission, and that is packaging everything up. That part can be brutal. Here's a card I've been wanting to get for a while. Been wanting to get this here, 69 Topps Reggie Jackson rookie, and then pay for like 3-4 inscriptions and just have them loaded up. It'd be so nice. This is Ted Simmons rookie, the Hall of Fame inscription. Ooh, man, we got a string of big rookie cards here. Holy smokes. Kyle Schwarber. This is nice. Nice Shane Bieber. A little sip of coffee. Another Mookie Betts. This is a nice one. Nolan Arenado, the GOAT. I laugh when I watch a bunch of my buddies in the YouTube community. They always talk about him being the GOAT, which he's damn good. Damn good. But I don't quite think he's just the GOAT just yet. Pretty confident they're joking, although he keeps doing what he's doing. He very well might be the GOAT one day. But who would you say is the greatest third baseman of all time? I think that honor would probably go to Brooks Robinson. I actually think it's not even debatable if you talk about just strictly defense. I mean, you don't get a name like the human vacuum by being shitty at third base, you know what I mean? When I was a kid, going to games in the Astrodome, I I had the privilege of watching Ken Caminiti before he got traded to the Padres, and then his career really took off there for a couple years. Memory serves me, I believe he even won an MVP like a year or two after going there. But man, he was so good on that third. And he was a pretty big dude. I remember I got his autograph a couple times in person, inside the stadium and outside the stadium. And he was just so huge, man. Now, a lot of that might have been me being, a young kid and seeing an adult that's Jack Diesel and thinking he's a little bigger than what he was. But man, I just remember his thighs being like the size of freaking telephone poles. That beautiful Juan Soto. Holy smokes. My God, that's nice. A little Wander Franco. Three more stacks, and two of them aren't that big, so just hang in with me there another 5 minutes and we'll probably be wrapping this up. By the time I release this video, which, like I said, it's Sunday morning, I'll probably release this mid-morning tomorrow, Monday morning, which would be March the 1st. My plan is to have most of these already packaged and dropped off at the mailbox or at the post office, and have them scan them in and all that. Tiff and I feel like you wait so long on PSA to provide their service. I don't want you to have to wait any longer for us to get your cards out. That's why here lately I haven't been doing submission videos, especially for the submissions that were out for a real extended amount of time, because I just know as a collector myself, like, I want my cards as fast as possible. So I looked at it like there was times in the past where I couldn't do a submission reveal video because of my job and being busy and working, and Tiff and I have 4 kids. So I was like, man, if I was them, I would rather you just package up my freaking cards than wait a week until you have time to do a submission reveal video. So I thank all you guys that have been with us for a long time, and your patience. So this whole stack right here is nothing but 1985 Topps card 401 Mark McGwire rookie cards. So I'm going to show them all, but you won't be able to notice it very well because the glare and the distance I'm away, but most of them have, if not all of them, I haven't really taken the time to look at them all, but most of them have inscriptions, and they're all different. Like this one says, oh heck, I don't even know what that says. It says something Hall of Fame, and then 2017. And this says something Series 98. There's no inscription. Same here. Well, shoot, I thought they all had inscriptions. I guess not. I think that one says Big Mac. Another Big Mac. This one says 87 AL Rookie of the Year. So, someone, and I know who you are, just didn't want to say your name, sent in a grip of these cards, man. Awesome. Man, what do we got here? 5 or 6 more. So Elvin Hayes rookie. Dave Bing. And then a couple Gail Goodrich rookies, and then that's a wrap, folks. So like I said, I'll put the link down below to Slab City on Facebook. You can see the name right here if I don't put the link and you just want to head that way and join the group. By all means, you don't have to submit anything with us if you just want to be a part of the community that we built. Drama-free, hassle-free group. I have really fun, and the other fellow collectors that are in the group are very supportive to each other, which I just love. Thanks everyone that submitted in September. I'm actually still packaging up the February basic submission. I'll be done with that here in the next 30-40 minutes. So thank you for watching. Till next time, adios, be safe, bye-bye. Toodles.